Thank you very much, James. And we mean cheating in the wrestling sense and the sports entertainment sense. He's the greatest cheater to ever live. And you told me that he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. You repeated that here. That is so weird because we're missing out on basically, how should I say, infinite tributes to Eddie Guerrero, even in 2025. Rey Mysterio doing it, Dominic, they're playing his music at WrestleMania, people are reacting. But this is the origin story of why people are so, I guess, endeared to Eddie Guerrero cheating, lying, and stealing. So the first one I think is the most famous one with Ken Kennedy. You might remember him post talent meeting. This Ken Kennedy, right? This guy. But as Booker T would say, this guy. So let's go here. Whips him. Oh my God. Do we really have the Easter egg of the most evil wrestling referee ever in history, Charles Robinson? This compilation has it all. But here he goes. Charles takes a bump. Eddie, this is what's right here. Right here. He looks and sees Charles is down, and that face. You know what's coming. The people, this is where Vince, for everybody that makes fun of Vince McMahon, this is how we make our money. This is a money shot right here on Eddie Guerrero that basically says, I'm about to cheat. So there's a cue right here for this. And he's laughing, he's smirking, more smirking. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. And basically goes outside, gets the chair, and I think everybody knows what's gonna happen next. He's looking, teasing that he's gonna hit him with the chair, and then looks and sees the referee's coming up, hits, makes the sound, and here you go, Kennedy. Goes down. This one's for Stevie Richards. There's Charles saying, I didn't get to hit him with the chair. But back it up. Charles is mad right here because this guy here wanted to use the chair not only on these two wrestlers, but my guess, my speculation, every single fan in the audience. And if he had his way, he would go to each and every one of your homes and hit you over the head with a chair. I'm just assuming that. This is so amazing. By the way, in wrestling, maybe in real world too, if you cheat, people tend to love you. I don't know why. So there he goes right there. Eddie's smiling but selling at the same. That little thing right there. We got to go back. I love this. Smile and sells the head. So he's still selling a move that was never done. There he is right there. And Eddie's still selling his head. Still selling his head right there. Kind of. How can you not laugh at this? He raised his hand. Charles finally did the right thing. Finally did the right thing. Good on you, Charles.
But he didn't do the right thing.
Listen, do I have to explain this once again? Let's go back to Eddie so we can get a shot at him. Right there. Come on, he's obviously been hit with a chair. You don't know any better. You don't know me. There you go. Also, if I can remind everybody out there that you can commit a felony on professional wrestling TV. You can lie, cheat, steal, hit people with cars, electrify them, put jumper cables on their genitals, on their testicles, and it's A-okay. So let's just suspend a little disbelief, James. Teleprompter's over here. But he won the match. Amazing stuff. So Kurt has him in the ankle lock right here. Eddie's fighting. Is he going to cheat? Is he going to reach for the ropes? Always a ref bump. The only thing we can hope for is that, like, Charles Robinson is at a lot of these, but he's not. He probably switched plays with Brian Hebner. There he is again. Dude, right there. It's such a simple formula. Something happens, happenstance, by accident. Eddie doesn't do it on purpose, or does he? And then Eddie looks around, sees the situation, does a shrug of the shoulders, a little bit of a smirk, and you know something creative and fun is about to happen. So let's take a look here. Once again, going outside. Oh, did he legitimately hurt his ankle there?
No, I think he's selling the ankle lock.
Oh, see, I forgot.
Well, you
didn't
forgot the
know.
wrestlers used to sell things.
Thanks for making me watch the modern product. So here he comes back into the ring here. I remember the match, but I still don't remember how Eddie cheated. So I'm watching this going, what's he going to do? Years, it's not decades later, say, what's going to happen? How can you not laugh? And Kurt, he's right into his hand, and Kurt's grabbing at it just because instinctively, now he grabs the chair. This is
Oh,
great.
dude, do you know this is the match where Kurt and Eddie had the fight afterwards?
Are you serious?
I think this
Why?
might be the one, because I know Luther Reigns was involved in it.
That's amazing. I love Kurt. You know, Kurt playing along. This is where an Olympic gold medalist is actually like as legitimate as you get. Okay? Even with the loss, the clean loss to Do Love. He's as legitimate as you get, but Kurt will play the fool. He's literally saying, Eddie hit me with a chair as he's holding a chair. There's so much just tiny nuance and detail here. He's still there. Here we go with the Bashrams, I believe.
I kind of have to correct myself. It might not have been that match, because I think Mark Jindrak and Luther Reigns were involved. So maybe it's that match, maybe it wasn't, but I don't want to... I'm sort of half going back just in case I'm wrong, but it was around that time. It was late 2004.
Well, they've wrestled each other so much that, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? You could say, how many times they wrestle on SmackDown? It's kind of like Edge and Kurt Angle. They wrestled a ton on SmackDown. So here he is with Danny Basham, I believe, right? There's Doug and Danny. What's he got? The cat of nine tails, the schoolboy. In today's WWE, you know what they would tell Eddie to do? To do it every single week for like 20,000 weeks. They've used it sparingly here and gave him different ways to cheat. Really great stuff. Here goes Eddie again. It's this every time, right? Every time it's that smile. And you know it's about to happen. Now I think he puts the belt on Ray's chest here. Tries to wake the ref up. But Ray gets over on Eddie here as well, I think, with that. That was great. Look at Eddie's reaction. Look at this. Look at him, Tony. This is David Crockett. Now he's covering the belt because he got caught. Nobody hit anybody with the belt. It's the threat and the hint of violence. Eddie, look at Ray. Let me ask you a question. Is this babyface versus babyface where they're just kind of working
No,
each other?
I get the feeling Eddie's the heel here. Because this must have been the Dominic on a pole era.
The reason why I'm asking is because Eddie was smiling and the people were reacting almost like he was a babyface.
Maybe.
But this could have been the
Was there
beginning
a
of that.
period? Was there a period? Because I thought he was immediately heel against Ray. Didn't they wrestle at WrestleMania 21?
Yes, I believe so. That was a ladder match, right?
No, that was SummerSlam, I think.
The WrestleMania match was one of their best ones, I believe, the 21.
I remember as a fan thinking, because I was expecting WCW level, but, you know, they were older and obviously Eddie was injured far more. And I remember it being like a more of a slow plodding affair.
But I remember it
At that
being
time.
better because the storyline really carried it. I mean, I don't know. You can split hairs of what you think is better. They're all great matches. So let's take a look here. He's covering. I can't get over this. This is just so amazing. And Eddie's a tag champ with Chavo, correct? That's or are they?
Ooh, who was tag
Yeah,
champs
I was
in
going to say,
2005?
was he tag champs with Ray too at one point?
Okay, so this is actually confusing. So in 2003, Eddie was tag champs with Tajiri, which I don't remember. Los Guerreros twice. And then Eddie was tag team champions with Rey Mysterio. Well remembered. They won at No Way Out, February 20th, 2005, which was Pittsburgh.
Well, we'll see the rest of this finish and see if Ray has a tag belt as well. That'll indicate whether he's champs with Ray or somebody else. But let's just take a look. He's begging right there. There he is against Tajiri right here. So he's wrestling Tajiri, and this here smiles. That little thing right there, by the way, watch the little no. Really good stuff. Now, this whole thing here, James and everybody, this whole thing here is kind of a finish within the finish. You know what I mean? Is the ref going to DQ him? Did the ref catch him? Can Eddie convince the referee he didn't do it? You know, there's all these different things that grab your attention in the steps leading up to the final finish. Do you feel that way? Like you're paying attention and seeing, maybe it's not a WCW cruiserweight match or anything like that, but the story and the predictability of the fun of it all. And then, will it go this way? Will it go this way? Are they going to throw it out? How's Eddie going to react if he does get away with it? How's Eddie going to react if he doesn't get away with it? This is like the ultimate choose your own adventure in your mind finish. And it's so much fun. There you go. There's a little wrinkle right there with the mist. And those kicks hurt. Trust me. I know better than anybody else. Now, this is strange too. He has the tag belt here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Who's he champ with?
Could have been Tajiri, could have been Chavo, could have been Ray.
Is he fighting his part? Let's see what we have. Belt shot. Wakes him up. By the way, I have to give production a lot of credit. I don't know how much of the mist got in his face. We saw with Asuka when she blew the mist in Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They didn't get in their face. But just in case, they covered up. Kyoto covered up. They covered it. When he turned him over, he poured it. And before anybody could see how much mist got on his face, it looked like all the water took the mist off. Just a little thing, but it really matters. All right, so here he goes for the frog splash. Nice. There's the evil Eddie. Do you see the difference, by the way? Do you notice the difference in the frog splash? Like out, but straight down. That one on Billy Gunn, he was reaching out, trying to reach him. But watch. Boom. Nice camera cut there. And 1, 2, 3. Here's the strange thing about it. Do you notice whether he's a babyface or a heel? What are the people doing when Eddie starts to cheat? No matter who it's against. They cheer. They loved him no matter what. I mean, they kind of, I don't know how much they loved him during the Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio custody ladder match.
They loved him. Come off. They loved it. Do you see how many people were wearing t-shirts saying, I'm your pappy?
I remember
Come
that.
on.
Strange. You can't, I guess you just can't hate Eddie Guerrero. And that's an amazing thing. I love the guy. Even now, I mean, gone. Looking at all this stuff, I just think about what could Eddie have accomplished as a character 20 years later. But guess what? He's still accomplishing things after he's gone. Like you said, he's more popular than ever. If that's a high mark to hit right there from this. But he's more popular in 2025 than even 20 years ago.